Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more. I almost called this Half-Life just now. God, where is my brain at these days? It's definitely not here. Oh, well, what do you do? Welcome back to Let's Play some more Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and the sluttiest of all sluts are walking by at a very slow pace, and Carl's gonna cop a look because he's a man, and that's what he does. So, we're here at the Strip, man. We finally made it to Las Venturas last episode, and now we can live it up like a real man. And we've already started doing that. And the way we did the last episode was very concerning, because we got to do what we call in this game fender catch-up, where we strap a man onto the front of our car and we drove around the city at breakneck speeds trying to get important information out of him. And I think the weirder part about it is that nobody took notice to that at all. Like, we're sitting here driving around with a guy strapped to our windshield and he is just screaming up a damn storm out there while we're doing it, and nobody even, like, looked at that weird. They're like, alright, well, you know what, they're gonna have fun, so... Yeah, whatever, it's Las Venturas, anything can happen here. They're just going about their own business, who cares? So, yeah, it was a weird thing. And, call me crazy, but this place seems a little bit dead for a thriving casino. I mean, you do have a few people right here playing, you know, the stand-up slots, those ever-popular stand-up slots that you always see in casinos. Not the regular sit-down ones with the plush seats where people are sitting there for like 6 hours at a time chain-smoking an entire carton of cigs just to lose all their damn money. Oh, make that putt, Woozy. God, what kind of golf ball is that? That thing's huge! It's like a freaking softball that looks like a disco ball. Wait a minute, that's a 9-iron! Why is he putting with a 9-iron?
Great shot, boss.
What a freaking weirdo.
Not bad, Woozy.
So,
What a
the
strange
Daco family
thing.
was behind the attempts to sabotage our venture. I wonder why it's only them and not the others.
Probably ain't just them. Rule of the streets, don't snitch.
Take your crack at it, Carl. Go right ahead and try to chip it into the cup
What we
with your
need
iron. I just hope that there's no
Robbers.
jeweled eggs in here that you can
Go
destroy.
check the place.
Hey, hitting a casino isn't like gangbanging. It's a whole different league.
No,
Yeah,
it's pretty
you
much the
right.
same.
It'll take some planning, but I'm down. She always wanted to pull a heist.
What kind of move was that?
What
He's like,
Bad one.
only the Asian men can make the
Listen,
putt. Not you,
We're
sir.
gonna need a crew.
What
Some
kind of
special
dick
equipment.
move was
Yeah,
that?
it'll take some
Oh,
explosives.
it's funny.
Always gotta blow up shit to pull a heist.
No, you
You know
totally
what?
don't. It makes
There's
it way
an
more
open
fun,
cast
though.
mine southwest of the city limits. They must have explosives.
I'll go peep it out.
Oh, and Woozy, you should probably invest in a putter, man. He even gave him the look, too. He's like, how dare you pull the cup out from me? If you do that again, I swear to God, I will murder you. I just wanted to be one under. I was just trying to fit in, and you ruined it for me. So, today I've got some story time for you guys, because we haven't had that in a little bit, even though I do story time quite often. I'm just glad that you guys enjoy it. So, this was actually, it was really funny. What the hell? Did that say Coco Pops up there? Gross. Oh, Grand Theft Auto, you never fail in making us feel weird about things. And I can't get through that fence, apparently. So, we're gonna go through this one. And do a crazy, like, 720, and then fall off and die. So, I think, there are times in my life where I really enjoy waiting on Hispanic customers. Especially the ones that have, like, either A, really broken English, or B, just really strong accents. And so that's what I got to deal with today, and it was super funny. I think mainly just because of what she said and like the context behind it makes it way more uncomfortable, but at the same time, extra funny. So we'll go over that here in just a second, since we're like pulling up to this place right now. Ooh, oh boy! Oh God, that quarry is huge. Jesus. Huh? You know what? It kind of reminds me of yet another thing from World of Warcraft. Welgar's excavation site. Oh god, it's already rigged to blow. That's not good. I don't know why I've had so many like World of Warcraft things happen to me lately when I haven't played the game in like 5 years. You need something heavy to just smash those crates. That giant truck looks like it might fit the bill. God, that thing's huge. Okay, let's jump on. Oh god, we only have 2.5 minutes. We gotta get down there now. So this lady comes in, and my brother had just left for the night, so it was just me working. And so I had the lovely pleasure of working with her. And so I decided to do the gentlemanly thing, and I was like, and I, you know, greeted her all nice and everything. I was like, welcome to Salem Health Foods. Like, I was like, is there anything that I can help you find today? And so, real quick before I start this, I guess I should do like a little miniature segment of Adam's Health Tips, where you learn shit whether you like it or not. So, what she was, and I think it's important that you guys know the backstory of what she was actually looking for, so that this actually makes at least remote margins of sense. So that way you're not just like, huh, alright, that doesn't believe it, whatever. So what this lady was originally looking for when she walks in, she was looking for something called red yeast rice, which is it's a natural thing that people take for balancing their cholesterol, so they don't have to use like the over-the-counter, like doctor-prescribed ones, which are way worse for you. Those damn statin drugs. Which, ironically enough, they synthesize the statin drugs for cholesterol out of red yeast rice. They just use way too much of it, and it becomes way dangerous for your body. But yeah, so it's called red yeast rice. And so I was like, is there anything I can help you find tonight? And she was like, you know, in her really heavy accent, she was like, well, yes, I'm looking for red rice capsules. And obviously I was like, so you're looking for red yeast rice capsules? She's like, yeah, those red rice caps. And like, she was saying it so quickly that it actually sounded like, instead of saying like red, like even like red rice caps, it sounded like she was saying Ray rice caps. And I was like trying to refrain from laughing. I was like, oh god, it's really uncomfortable. So for those of you that don't know who Ray Rice is, oh boy, this is gonna be a nightmare. So we have to take a dirt bike up these freaking things? Are you kidding me? God, this is not going to be good. Okay, so the bike's right over here. So Ray Rice he's a football player that played for the Baltimore Ravens last year, and he got himself in a lot of trouble last season because there was a video circulating around the interwebs via TMZ that I think he was at like a casino with like his girlfriend or his wife. I can't remember which one of the two it was. And the video, he just totally punched her in the face, like in an elevator at this casino, and he totally knocked her out. Just cold cocked her right in the face, and just knocked her straight out. It was all sorts of bad. And so he got like indefinitely suspended by the NFL, and there was like this whole investigation on this entire thing, and it was really bad. And so now, you know, that's kind of like now there's been like a whole wave of like domestic violence things going on in pro sports, and that was kind of the one that really was at the forefront of the whole thing. And so, here we go. Shoot the man! Alright, or just get permission to go right by him, whichever one you gotta do. Now deliver the dynamite to the drop point. Okay, here we go! God, first of all, like, when did it get so damn foggy out here? Or dusty, or whatever it is. So yeah, like, hearing her saying Ray Rice caps, it just like makes me think of like this really, really distasteful sort of like parody supplement that would come out. It's like, are you really looking for that extra punch in your daily life? Ooh, we have submissions at the Quarry. Yeah, are you really looking for that little extra punch in your daily life? Well, look no further with Ray Rice caps. Take one of these and you'll be punching out your wife in an elevator in no time. Ray Rice caps, where it's got all the punch you need. Yeah, dude, it was super funny. Like, not in a good way, but it was really funny though. I was just like, oh god, she has no idea what she said too. That's like the part that was the yeesh. Clear your path by pushing rocks over the edge into the markers. How is that clearing the path? Why would that be obstructing the path? It was not even anywhere near anything. Totally ridiculous. Oh well, whatever. So where does this one have to go then? Down here? Alright, we can do it. Oh, we definitely have to do this really quickly. Okay, we can do it. We can totally do it! I think. Okay, there we go. That one's good. Now, let's go down. Oh boy. I think half the time is just going to be spent trying to drive down this damn thing. Oh, well, we'll see what we can do. So, okay, I had another lady that came in. This lady really pissed me off. And I wasn't even there for most of it. That's the part that's even more frustrating, is I wasn't even there for the majority of it. So, my brother was dealing with this lady while I was you know, on the John, you know, taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, dropping the kids off at the pool, whatever it's got to be. I had just finished eating, and so he was out watching the floor. Not like actually staring at the floor and watching it like, you know, somebody that was stupid would do. But he was out there, you know, on the floor helping customers. And apparently while I was in the bathroom, he had to deal with this lady. And she, oh boy, was she a real treasure, I can tell you what right now. She fucking sucked. So she comes in and she was like one of those, she felt like she knew everything about everything, despite the fact that the only thing that she really knew about what she was looking for was just the name of it, and really nothing else. Oh no. Oh no, you don't. Come back here! Come back here, Dwayne Johnson! You cannot escape me. Oh god. Oh boy. Okay. Apparently it just disappeared with magic, whichever one's gonna happen. So she comes in, she's like, alright, what I'm looking for are these 3 items, and I had gone to a different store looking for these, and I got one that was from this company's private label, and it wasn't very good. So I want really high quality, and but I don't want it to be too expensive, which 9 times out of 10, you're really not going to get that without sacrificing one thing or the other. Either you're going to get ones that are cheap and they're really shitty, or you're going to get ones that are really good and they're going to be really expensive. But that's generally how that works. And so we're like, okay. He's like, okay, well, let me show you the ones that I've got. And he's like, the brands that we carry are among the top quality ones that are available. And so he was, you know, showing her a couple different ones, and she recognized one of the brands. And so she was like, well, I just don't understand why all these are so expensive. And the one that she was looking at, let me explain real quick about this brand. She was looking at a brand called Oregon's Wild Harvest. And the deal with this company is, like, the reason why their products are so expensive, which not even really all of them are, just a couple of their items are expensive. The reason why it is what it is because this company goes the extra mile with everything. Like, oh, I'm getting a phone call right now, but I can't take it at the moment. So, yeah, bombs have been planted by a rival organization. Oh boy, that sounds safe. So, the first bomb is behind the site office. Okay. So let me tell you the story with this company. They go the extra mile with everything, really. And I'm not really going to dispute it, really, because I mean, they're really good. Like, their items are awesome. But what this company does is they do all herbs. For all their herbs, what they do is they do all organic stuff, which anything organic, the price is automatically going to be higher because that's how it works. So they're all organic. They're like non-GMO, which we all know that non-GMO stuff also going to make the price go up. Weird how that would happen. So, oh god, man, we got to go really quick with these things. Why are they not giving us very much time to do it? So they're all non-GMO, which all non-GMO stuff typically fairly expensive too. And the other thing with this company is they use a different type of capsule than any other brand in the entire market. Like, they use what they call it's a polysaccharide capsule. It's a totally different material than what they use for, like, your average, like, vitamins. Usually what they use for those are like a beef or pork gelatin, or maybe they'll use like a vegetable cellulose type of material for a capsule. But this company is the only one that uses this specific thing. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, to an alternative safe area. Oh god, that scared the hell out of me. I thought it was just going to blow up and we were going to die. So, naturally, that's why their products are more expensive. But their quality is still really good for, like, all of those reasons. It's supposed to be really good to do it that way. And so she was like, I just don't understand why they're so expensive. We're like, well, I mean, you wanted quality, did you not? She's like, well, I can find this on the internet, and it's only like $20, so I just don't understand why your price is so high. It's like, ma'am, part of the reason why is because, oh, I don't know, a lot of your online sites don't actually have a store, so they don't really have to pay employees, or they don't have to pay the fees for, you know, all that type of stuff for, like, the storage space. That's really all they have to pay is, like, the storage space fee, but they don't have to pay, like, the overhead and all that extra stuff. I can't move this barrel. This barrel is totally immovable right now. That is not good. Really bad that this is happening like this. We cannot uproot it from its current position because we just keep driving over it. Damn it! Ah, crap! This is just not gonna work. We're just gonna have to let it go, I suppose. No, I really don't want to do that, actually. I think I just want to blow it up, if we can do that. No? It's actually quite resistant to bullets, for some reason. So when he told, well, like, when she found out that one was expensive, she decided that she was going to look at a different one. So she's like, well, why is this one so much less? He's like, well, this company, they don't use a lot of they don't do a lot of the same things that this other company does. She's like, well, that means it must not be as good then, huh? He's like, no, not really. Like, it's still a really good brand. They just don't do, they don't certify non-GMO, which doesn't mean that it's not. They just didn't want to pay for all that. And they use a different capsule material, so it's less expensive to do it that way. And he's like, it's still a standardized herb though. He's like, well, what does that mean? And she's like, I don't understand what that means. He's like, okay, well, standardized means that the active chemical that's in this herb, that means that every single capsule you take is going to have the like a holistically balanced amount of that particular chemical, because that's what makes the herb work, you know, the way that it's supposed to. And it's like when you get other ones that aren't standardized, they don't do that. So that means that the amount of that chemical can fluctuate with every one that you take. And so that's why having one like this is better. And she's like, well, that just sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Whatever. And so it's like, okay, so since when all of a sudden did you know everything about everything? And keep in mind, this was like a lady in like her 30s. She was like a lady in her like early to mid 30s, and she just kind of had that sort of like, I know everything, you know nothing. I'm healthy because I work out and I read things on blogs, so that means I know everything. That's like what her attitude was like. And so she went back to the Oregon Wild Harvest brand again, and she grabbed another one off the shelf, and I didn't realize it until after she noticed it, but I had accidentally priced one of them incorrectly, and so the price was like $5 or $6 off. Like it was ended up, instead of being like $26.99, it was like $20.49 or something like that. And she's like, well, she's like, well, why is this one so much less expensive? It's the same product, isn't it? And so I ended up looking at it, and I was like, yeah, it's the same one. And I was like, oh, crap. And then it hit me, like, what had happened. I knew I had mispriced one of those the day before, but I didn't remember which one it was, and so I ended up finding it at that moment, actually. Oh, no. No, you cannot roll away. Do not roll away from me, I swear. And so she's like, well, can I have this one for this price? And I was like, sure, yeah, I mean, it's totally my fault that I mispriced it that way, so you'll get it that way. And she's like, well, you know what, I think that this is actually what the price is supposed to be on this. And I was like, actually, no, it's not. $26.99 is the retail price. She's like, well, are you sure? Because I don't think that's right. I think that it's actually supposed to be $20, because everywhere else that I've looked online, they all have it around $20. So I think that's really what it's supposed to be. I was like, actually, no, that's really not what it's supposed to be. Just so we're clear here, $26.99 is actually the price that is set by the manufacturer. So, like, we're following the actual retail price. What these other companies are doing is they're making their own price for it. And, you know, no fault to those guys. You know, if they want to do what they're going to do, they're going to do that. But, yeah, I was like, so the actual price truly is $26.99. She's like, huh, well, that just, I don't get that. That doesn't seem right. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, man, but that's how it is. You know, we're not just making these prices up for the sake of doing it. I mean, if I could make it $20 all the time, I'd totally do that. But I can't do that. And so yeah, she's like, well, I mean, at least I'm buying it anyway, so I'm doing you guys a favor. She's like, I mean, I made you guys a little deal there. And I was like, it's like, wait, hold on, so you're making us a deal? She's like, yeah, because, I mean, otherwise, if it wasn't $20, I was just going to go buy it online, so I guess you can thank me for still buying this. And I'm just like, wait, why the hell would I thank? Like, I mean, I'm glad I got the sale, even though you're basically telling me that the only reason why you're shopping in here is because I made an error, more or less. Like, that's essentially, oh boy, we got to get out of here. We got to really get out of here. Where's that? Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. I thought that we were going to have to, like, get out of the quarry, but I guess that's not really what we got to do. So, yeah, and I'm just, like, sitting here thinking, I mean, it's, like, my brother's like, thank you for, supporting local business or whatever, but I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, like, Yeah, she definitely bought it, but the only reason, like, she basically indirectly told us the only reason why she's shopping in here right now, and, like, actually buying it, is because I made a mistake, and so it was less money. And, even, she was, like, there with one of her friends, and, like, even her friend was kind of looking at her a little bit funny, like, oh, God, like, this is something that happens a lot when she goes shopping, like, she's one of those, like, insane penny pinchers, and she'll try to, like, extort that sort of crap out of everybody. And it's just like, ugh. And, like, the more disrespectful part is that when she came in, and, like, he started showing her, like, a couple of the brands, as soon as she walked over there and looked at the price on the bottle, she immediately, like, while he was helping her, she immediately pulled out her phone and started looking for online prices. Like, she was going to make him try to honor that price. Like, come on, man. Like, we're giving you the convenience of, like, getting the knowledge that we have versus, you know, not getting any of that at all. And, like, and, like, naturally, usually, like, actual physical stores like that are usually going to be a little bit higher priced than buying it online. Like, that's part of the convenience factor of, you know, going into a store and getting it, because you can get it immediately. You don't have to wait for it. And yet this lady was just like, I'm going to try to make him give me online pricing because I like to pinch pennies. I like to not have to pay regular price for things because I'm a bitch. And she just had, like, a really, really snooty-ass attitude over it. And we were, like, my brother and I were trying to be, like, really nice and generous to her. Like, I may have kind of, the way that I mentioned most of that may have come off like I was being an asshole about it. But, like, we were really both being, like, genuinely really nice to her about it. And she was just being just a super freaking jerk over it. And we were just both, like, fuming after it at the end. We're just like, God, like, why do we even bother sometimes, you know? It's just... Oh, that type of stuff, it just kills me. Like, especially when she doesn't know what she's even looking for, really. What kind of running is that? She's, like, just swaying her arms around. And, like, so she didn't really know what she was talking about, but she's, like, taking us, you know, taking our words and, like, just totally throwing them aside. Like, we don't know what we're talking about either. Yeah, I hate people like that. Like, it's nice, it's really gratifying when you get those people that will actually listen to you and actually, like, take your information like they actually trust your opinion. Instead of just being like, no, I shop online so I know everything. So, yeah, that's what that is. But we are out of time for now, my friends, so when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, we might be able to go do a couple more, wait, did we get, no, yeah, there's definitely still some more of these left. We're going to go do a couple more of these Quarry missions, and then when we're done with those, we'll head right back to the old casino and see what we can do. So, hopefully by the time we come back, Woozy will have maybe gone out to the local sporting goods store and bought himself a damn putter, so he doesn't break all the windows in his office. So until then, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.